YouTube. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And as the description would tell you, we've got a lot to get through tonight, but in theory, we've got a lot that should leave us in a good spot to wrap this up next week.
The sky's getting a little dark.
Yeah, it's fine. It's mostly black fog, but never mind that. So, not too much to report as far as offline stuff, as we're mostly past the need to worry about stuff offline. So we've got small bits and pieces that we need to go explore just to fill out the map, as I'm pretty sure I've hit all the landmarks, although technically I must not have done so, but either way. Very little left as far as stuff to explore in Pentelas, so we'll knock that out real quick first, as we'll start walking around there. At that point... Yeah, we just jumped into the water. Calm down, Lance.
Well, we've been found.
Really? I'm just gonna ignore that. Unless it reaches the... Well, actually, it's disrupting my ability to check how much of the map I've explored, isn't it? Okay, fine, we'll beat you up real quick. There. Since that I adjusted things at the suggestion of chat last week, so I can get the big scary up immediately. Okay, now I can look at the map. Yeah. So, I'll explore a little bit through here, and then after that, I only have 6 side quests listed as quests that are remaining to look at, so we'll knock those out in relatively quick order, hopefully. Though probably not knowing my luck. And then following that, well, I guess we'll see how things play out. See what we have time for afterward, I suppose. Alright, is this gonna kill me? Yes, that is solid enough ground. Okay, best place to spawn in. Oh, wait a minute, I spawned in on a monster instead of a landmark. It's gonna send me back to the city, isn't it? Yep. I do need to be here for a side quest, but not yet. Not yet. Okay, so easiest way to get there... probably to jump in at Colonial Lambda. We'll just go here. That'll do. Hey Gray, how you doing? Let's see. Nothing I need to worry about in chat yet, so... I guess we'll just carry on. I guess we'll explore a little bit of this area, and then we can move on to... And then we can go to side quests, explore the remainder, bounce back and forth for a bit. That should work well enough. Alright, so... Small bit that we need to hit should be in this general direction. I believe it's on the water. Yep, there it is. We'll hit that real quick. Make sure that there's nothing of import. Which doesn't look like there will be, but still. Alright, cool. And a small bit up here, which... I'm kind of surprised I haven't hit that looking over there. No matter. We'll hit this bit, and so that we're not just here for the next 15 minutes just wandering about. We'll go hit the quest in the city, then loop back to Pentelas for a bit more. Or actually, there's a small bit I can hit up there real quick, as well, actually. Although you'd think that I wouldn't have to worry about this as much, since that it's already a secret area, but no matter. Walk a little bit to this direction. Alright. That should do for now. Bits and pieces here and there. So, our first quest involves the city. Let's see, we're looking for... Well, let's see. Supposedly I need to gather info at the city for this one. Though, alright, I guess that's the question. Do I already have what I need for it? Because there is that question mark that showed up over here.
I smell cooking.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
So, do I have what I would realistically need? Rumblings at the fort, that'll be related to Fort of Verbis over at Kevis Castle, so that's not going to be related. So, what's this about? What? You lot aren't drinking? What's your deal? What's that about? Is that gonna be... Oh, crap, I accidentally ran the wrong direction. It faced me away, dang it. Alright then, so... There's a bit of info I need to gather from the city. So I guess we'll make the rounds a little bit, see if where exactly we need to look for that. Probably should have done that offline, but either way, going looking around is part of the usual deal, so no matter. Alright, nothing through here. I'm okay, thanks for asking. How are you? I'm doing alright. Bit of a hectic day, but here we are. Good time was had by all. The number of new adults this year is going to be about 6 or so, I'd say. That also includes Kryto. It's a shame this year's homecoming got cancelled. People were so excited for it, especially Kryto's groupies. Are you former... Is that what I need to find? Homecoming, right. That's not the same tradition as what... Were those former Agdian or Kavesi colonists, or is that unrelated?
Could do with some food.
Well, let's see what this
We need
is.
to discuss this.
It appears that what we'd call our 10th term is the same as being 20 years old in this city. Well, not quite the same. Well, that much I was aware of, but you knew they had their own version of homecoming. Okay, but this way they get to go through it without dying, yeah? Yes. For us, it was ceremony which marked the end of things. But for the people in the city, it's actually a celebration of a beginning. A beginning and end. One ceremony for two completely opposite things. Mental. But still, they have something in common, don't they? They're both celebrations of the fact people came into being and managed to live their way through life. Well, it's not quite the same thing, but... Well, they'll figure it out in time. That's right. And in the city, it has one more meaning. It's also a rite that represents the founder's desires and ambitions being taken up by the next generation. Finishing the 10th term is when they become adults, and they see it as an especially happy event. But the reason it's so special is that, even if they make it, they always know a lot of people who didn't. People who died. So it also reminds them of the weight they carry in that sense, I think. Although it would... Well, I guess infant mortality probably isn't that common, but you'd think that people making it to 20 would be more common if you've got relative safety here, unless most people are sent to the lost numbers. Those that made it to adulthood, and those that didn't. You could say it's a dual-purpose rite then, unless disease is a major issue. Whoa, that's not too far off from us, huh? We don't get to be adults, but we could still honor that moment of tradition. Well, transition. It's like, I know we've got a lot to do still, but we could surely wish them the best on the first day of the rest of their lives. You have something to say, Monica? Yeah, but we heard that the homecoming isn't going to happen this year. That right? Yeah, I guess there must be a reason for that. Why don't we take a look into how the homecoming ceremony looks in the city? Depending on what's stopping it, we might be able to figure out a way to get it going again. It makes me very happy to hear you say that, but I'm also conscious that time is valued differently for you. We can always postpone the event. There's no need for you to use up your precious... Nah, it's fine. Some of the people at homecoming will be fighters, right? So if you postpone it, who's to say they'll live long enough to see it? If it can be done, you'd better do it. Lance, I don't know what to say. Lance has been making the homecoming his goal for so long, he can't bear to let it go, see? Oi, nobody asked you for a digest, it's such a trap. Of course. I can see it from Monica's point of view, sure. But I also think that we shouldn't give up before we even try. Okay, I can see that you've set your hearts on it. I can respect that. Alright, no time like the present. Let's go and see what we can see. The 6 houses and people above their 20th year are likely to have some knowledge of this. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Kryto was a recent adult, right? Yeah, let's try asking him. Alright. We'll leave it at that then.
I'm all refreshed and
Shoo.
ready to take on the world.
Gather enough homecoming preparation info fragments. Okay, so we'll have to go wandering Hang on, what are you doing here? Oh, right, I guess you're allowed here without us escorting you now. Off searching for more booty, are ye? Perhaps we ought to go at it again. Ouroboros versus the Triton family. How about it, you mangy crew of landlubbers? You bet we won't lose this time either, you bunch of bill-slurping sea-swaggle. Really? Senna might be interested, but I think she'd be the only one. Lance might want another shot at it. Alrighty. Hiya, Kryto. Can we bend your ear about something for a minute? No worries. It's my day off. I can offer you even longer than a minute if you like. What's up anyhow? Want to go somewhere else? Oh, no. Right here's fine. It's nothing major or weird or anything. It's coming up to your homecoming pretty soon, yeah? I guess I should say congrats or something? That's what it was? Well, thanks. I'm touched. If things were a little different, I suppose I'd be inviting you to come along to it. But there are one or two problems in the way this year, so it's looking like the rite won't take place, I'm sorry to say. About that. So, what exactly is the problem this year then? Dunno exactly. Guess it just didn't come together, maybe? It just got nixed from above, so I didn't really pry, but that'd be my guess. Are you okay with that, though? It's a real big deal of event, isn't it? Well, sure, but winning this fight we're on is an even bigger deal. There's not much we can do about that. It's a shame, though. I was really looking forward to the banquet. After homecoming, all of the new adults usually make food. This year's cohort had some real dab-hand cooks as well. I'm gutted I won't get to strut my stuff as a chef, too. Whoa, there's a buffet at this thing? It's the custom to give thanks for the celebration. A give-and-take kind of thing. Alrighty then. Looks like there's a lot of points that I can talk to. Alright, we'll see what's said at each. Oh, just as I think I can look at chat. Azalea become cheery. This makes Gigi cheery too. But now Azalea not have so much time for Gigi. This particular sadness hard to foresee. Alrighty then. So what's chat been up to? Glad to hear sorry about the hectic day. Fair enough, thank you very much. By the way, have you found the hidden FC boss fight yet? What are you referring to with that? I'm drawing a blank on that. You and Wamba are planning to see some of the world together, right? Yeah, we've got a big battle ahead of us now, but after that we'll head out on our travels. Really? Well, if you're ever in Colony Gamma, give me a shout. I'll show you around. Thanks a lot. I can't wait to find out what kind of place it is.
I see some relations have changed.
No pressure there. Alrighty, so who's up this way? There's only 4 that we need to gather, so do we need to talk to specific people or just 4 people? Lands, you lack so much tact. Good thing I went for a drink. Hey, you're old, right? Been around a while? You must know all about the homecoming. Yes, I suppose I'm sort of an expert. After all, I've celebrated the homecoming of many hundreds of people by now. The ceremony has an extra significance, I think, as a celebration of the time that we took back from Mobius. And of course, it isn't just for the people coming of age, it's a yearly chance for everyone to let off some steam. I see, so it's a fun event for everyone, huh? Not just for fun though, you must remember. Everyone at the ceremony gets a key for their new quarters, as a symbol of their new independence. If youngins miss the cue to move out of the dormitories, it's my job to give their bums a gentle smack to get them going. Huh? So they aren't allowed to stay in the dormitories? What we really want them to do is get out there and build a home for themselves that they want to return to, you see. The reason we fight is to restore the natural way of things for everyone, all people. That's our goal, not simply creating soldiers that live a bit longer. I'd like you to try to keep that in mind. Alrighty then. So, where else do I need to pop in? Probably simplest to spawn in here and see where that leads us. Oh, it's a hidden boss that's very hard to find without knowing what exactly to do? If you want, I can post a video of it in the Discord server. Sure, I'm not entirely sure what that's referring to. So, may as well. Okay, and then one below. Maybe go say hi to them downstairs then by the looks of it. Hey Plane, I bet you could teach us something about homecoming, Yeah, I guess I've got a solid enough knowledge of it. Unavoidably so, I suppose, as the future head of House Ortiz. Do you mean that the 6 houses are the principal managers of the event? Well, to be precise, the Senate handles it. Why are you so interested in it? We heard the ceremony might not be going ahead this year. We're curious about the reason for that. I see. Well, I don't know if this is the answer to your question, but approval hasn't come down from the Senate yet. Debates about tactical matters have got everything else backed up. It's life and death stuff, so naturally, it takes priority over things that aren't. Could I infer the following from what you said? If progress could be made without changing priorities, the problem is solved? Sure, that would work. I mean, if it really is possible, that is. Okay. And of course, I keep going to the people who actually can offer useful information.
Now, we wait.
Alrighty. You have anything to say? Hey Travis, how you doing? Can't you tell by looking? Here, check out the bags under my eyes. That give you a clue? Heartening as it is to see you thriving, we came here with the purpose of putting some questions to you, I'm afraid. Specifically, about this year's homecoming in the city. How are the preparations coming along? Ugh, you're really poking at the sore spots here, aren't you? I already heard you've been asking around about that. To be honest with you, things are looking tight for the homecoming. In any case, we've got a huge military action ahead of us. We can't prepare the right till we have all of that under control. I mean, I appreciate that it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I'd love to celebrate it as well, but something's had to give. Okay, so there are very specific people I need to talk to in order to progress this, huh? Okay, fair enough. Guess that makes sense. Okay, I just sent it? Alright. Let's see, it should pop up. Oh.
That smarts.
So how are you doing? I know this rite of coming home quite well. Next year would be my turn to take yon rite. The wreath of Sephora shall grace my brow. Beg pardon, what? What is this wreath of Sephora? An honored treasure of the sacred rite, a metal wrought, it shapes Sephora's leaves. 4 proofs were once required, but 'tis no more. A simpler rite persists in these dark days, the world outside as hostile as it is. The wreath alone remains, itself the proof. Its wearers shall be recognized by all. So, it's a pretty important hat that we're talking about here. Thanks for telling us about it. Well, I guess that was the last thing I needed to hear about. I guess everything else is side stuff, relatively speaking. Alright, probably faster for me to run back up to the camp over here than... well, fast travel back. Alrighty, let's see where this quest leads.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Alrighty.
Could you all come round for a second?
Right, I guess we got a glimpse of all the problems we need to handle there. The first thing we need was... what was it? The Wreath of Sephora? So we just need to go pick a few leaves or something for that, yeah? After we've got the leaves, we'll need to then fashion them into a crown too. We'll probably need the help of a craftsperson for that. Then, there's the big banquet afterwards with the food made by the homecomers. That'll take a bit of preparation too. We need to secure someone to take central responsibility for the entire project. Those with the most complete grasp of the ceremony would be the most promising candidates, I think. Maybe we could ask Blaine? He already helped us out with that thing with Torto. I'd be loath to put any extra burdens on his back. Why don't we rope Travis in? He's got a finger in every pie going. I can't really do anything officially because of my position and all, but I could help out by putting in a good word with him. Thank you, that'd be a big help. Please, I'm the one that ought to be thanking you. Let's make it a beautiful ceremony. Yeah, let's do that. Well, that's why Monica and Noah's heads were tilted that way. Fair enough. Alrighty.
Everyone,
Time to head out, yes. Okay, so. Spawn into the war room.
head out.
Hey Travis, you know that thing we just spoke to you about? Oh, look who it is. Back to bother me about the homecoming once more. It's okay. The boss already told me what you're after. The answer's yes. Tch, things are looking up. There's nothing to boast about, but I'm used to feeling these kind of weird requests. And, to tell you the truth, I'm as keen to do something to get Homecoming back on track as you lot are. So, we'd better get to it, huh? The first thing I'm gonna need from you is enough Sephora leaves to make enough wreaths of Sephora for the participants. You can pick them on Daedal Isle. This time round, 20 or so leaves should do it. I'll get the assembly sorted out on my side. We'll also need to pull a few strings with the Senate. I am the Wait, wrong script. Really, we should have gotten approval first before going ahead, but I'll just have to try and talk our way around it. I bet that'd be a cinch for you, Travis. It's not a matter of being able or not able to do it, Lance. It's more about whether I can take the battering that comes with it. But don't worry yourselves too much about such tedious struggles between big folk. Just handle those leaves, okay? We've got it. See you soon. Alrighty. Let's go hunting through Erythia. So, Daedal Isle. Oh, perfect. So, in that general vicinity, it's going to be up there, probably best spawning in around that area. That should be close enough to what we need. And in the meantime, let's see. Oh, this is a meme video that Gray sent. Okay. At least it looks like it. Maybe I should save that for a React Night in a couple of weeks. Because I thought it seemed a bit odd, because FC would presumably mean future connected, so... This is a meme joke. This is a meme video, isn't it? Ah, well. I guess I can take a look at it the next React Night. Assuming I can... Well, actually, I might be able to throw it into VLC, given the circumstances, so... I guess we'll do it then.
This is what we were after. Mind you don't drop it, yeah?
But what if I want to drop it? You know, I feel like we could get 20 leaves by just climbing up the tree and grabbing them, but never mind me. At least we're a high enough level to where nothing threatens us. And it looks like we didn't need to grab literally every single one either. Cool. Alright, so where's Travis hanging out? Is he still at the war room? Yes, they must have just despawned him so that I'm compelled to pay attention. Alrighty. What? No, it's completely legitimate. Who would go on the internet to tell lies? I'll make a point on the React stream. We'll be doing that in a couple weeks if things work out as the way I expect. Okay, thanks for that. We should get these wreaths done in time thanks to these. How did it go with the Senate? Ugh, don't ask, lad. You're only rubbing salt into the wound. Let's just say I didn't exactly get out unscathed. But don't trouble yourselves with minor details like that. The rest of this year's homecomers will find out soon enough. Would you mind giving Kryto a heads up about it first? Knowing him, he'll be able to wrangle everything flawlessly as per the usual. Alright. Let's go say hello.
I smell cooking.
Later. It's not gonna be the talk I want, is it? Yep. Okay, what is... and I'm making the same mistake again. What is that guy's deal? What is your deal? What is your condition? Oh, damn it. Should I figure out how to trigger that and get rid of it? If I can even. Alright. There we go. Now we're fine. Huh? Really? Well, if that's the case, I'd better start preparing right away. First, I'll need to decide on a dish for the thank you banquet. I better stick to the ingredients I have already. To complete the menu, we'll need perfume, herbs, thin skin, maybe some whisper tomatoes too. If we can just manage to collect those, the rest shouldn't be too hard. You can leave getting the ingredients to us. We'll get them to you in time. That'll be a really great help. I'll take care of the rest of the prep then. Let me know when you've got everything together, please. And it looks like I already have everything I need. Excellent. Thank you. I should have enough time to get everything ready now. Would you mind getting the message through to Travis for me? I've still got a bit more prep work to take care of. No worries. Do what you gotta do, Homecomer. And then he disappears to deal with stuff. Hello, you're marked as a lieutenant? When working here, lots of biggie pawns such as Captain stop by. Oh, Colony 15, that's why. Common features with Captain are wrinkly skin like old Armu elbow, talk constantly yourself, never listen to other. So many similarities. Captain's sure to have easy time blending in with local culture. So because old blend in. There's probably some truth to that, sadly. Okay, looks like the homecomers are moving ahead nicely with their prep. Then everything's in place. We'll go ahead with the rite tomorrow. I'll send out notices to all residents. Uh-huh? Why's it going to be so sudden? The war situation can change in the blink of an eye, you know. We gotta go for it while the going's good. You okay with that? You'd better be. See you tomorrow morning in front of the Founders statues. I've found you space in the dormitory tonight, so you best go rest up. Oh, is that how we get access to there? Thank you for that. But really, you didn't need to go to those lengths. He's just trying to make sure we're on time properly tomorrow, yeah? Okay, bye. Unless they're also offering it up to you. Whoa, not so fast! I thought I told you to go rest up in the dormitory? I know you're gonna be too excited to fall asleep right away, but trust me, you're gonna need to get some sleep tonight. Hey man, you're the one who's looking all wound up and excited. You think you're just gonna sail right through this because of your youth, don't you? Don't discount the wisdom of age. Look, come on, I sent a comm through to the dormitory already. Don't make me look bad, would you? Really? Alright already, Sparks. Agreed, Uni, agreed. Snuff me. Travis is a real worrywart, isn't he? Give him a break. It's just because it's such an important event. You need a bit of strength to get things done sometimes, maybe. A homecoming with no off-seeing. Are you excited about it? Just a little. Me too. It's hard for me to put into words, but I really feel like this ties in neatly with our aims too. Yeah, I think so too. Let's rest for today though, to be prepared for tomorrow's rite. Yeah, you're right. We're out of them.
Monica, should we play for them too?
Oh, that won't be necessary. I just want you to be there for them as friends.
Alrighty then. Also, hello. Julieta's put my skills to shame. She makes her mark as easy as she breathes. Wow, she's that good, is she? If fivefold I should train my limbs a day, a candle I would never hold to her. My heart is gladdened knowing that we fight to rid the world of Mobius in full. Yet more still do I fear for her well-being, now Garrett's hesitance is all too clear.
I see some relations.
Up yet more. Alevna's pilot is my sweet Julie. She hopes to take the fight to Origin and smite vile Mobius by her own hand. With this I am in serene sympathy. I too petition to head to the front. It's here I stay, alas, back in reserve. I'll have to be content to keep the peace, make our fine city worthy to call home. You head too for Origin's Alarum. All the world's a stage to climb. I think it's time we make it shine. Alright then, so the usual theatrics from you.
Some relations have changed.
Azalia's made some new friends, it seems. When she comes back to the house, she always tells me about her day. Being in a home, a real home, with a family. Every day is a joy. If I'm going to hold on to what I've got here, I'm really going to have to work hard at being a parent. Alrighty then.
I see some relations
But,
have changed.
oh, you're still not letting me into the dorms? You scum. Maybe one day. Okay, I heard a Cheeto meowing at the door. Where'd he go? Cheeto, are you still there? Yeah, probably. No matter.
It's finally happening. No, I can't get emotional. I should keep calm and simply enjoy the festivities.
Monica getting excited about this? Now I'm intrigued. So, what this gonna entail? Decent crowd. Looks like that's everyone. Travis, are we good? Now we're all set to begin the homecoming ceremony. Let's go! Oregondas? Huh. Fascinating. And a bunch of people that we've run into every now and then. I wonder what that was. Gray even showed up? Even if it's begrudgingly, perhaps. Now, what might that be? Is that an ID card of some stripe? And that's it for our 6 homecomers. Congratulations. I'm sure it's a matter of much regret and none of you are looking forward to it, but the final part of the ceremony is next. Please reconvene at the meeting point, and the homecomers will present their offerings of thanks. That is all. Get your eating irons ready for the banquet. Eating irons? What was that phrase? Ah well, never mind me. Alright, just got to focus for a little bit longer. You really put a lot of work into this, huh? Sure did. When you become an adult, people are going to demand a lot from you. I'll get it done, guaranteed. I'll make sure I do everything I can to keep everyone safe. You say that, but how much are you willing to put on the line here? How much? Nice job out there. You really did yourselves proud, homecomers. Thank you. I hope you're all looking forward to what's coming next, too. I hope they realize their new responsibilities will not be limited to victory in battle. They'll need to leave some offspring behind, so that the next generation is some link to this time. That goes for me, too. I need to consider if I can keep fighting at the front line like I am now. I mean, what's the alternative? It's time I was leaving. Oh, is this opining for... Well, okay, this is obviously opining for something, but what? Miori? Are you alright? I'm sorry. It's nothing. I was just thinking. I need to produce some results of my own, too. We need to take care of some things, so we'd better go. We'll be waiting in Michiba Canteen. Okay, we'll see you there. Alrighty then. Actually, knowing this game, there may be some dialogue from heading over in that direction. You have anything more to say, Monica? I guess we'll find out as we approach. Up there's Cheeto. Why are you just lying down randomly in the hallway? Oh, that portrait that's hanging up on the medical field wall. It was painted by a renowned artist now, wasn't it? It was. It's a wonderful little piece. As long as you turn a blind eye to the subject of the portrait, that is. Oh, it's... That's where that ended up? Okay, that's funny. Oh, that's gonna be as... Oh, actually, I wonder if I can find it. I'll have to go hunting for that later. We'll go hunting for that after we're done with this quest. Oh, it's getting pretty lively in here. Please, this way. Come on, roll up. You should go and take a look. I'm just going to head over there and get a drink, alright? Alright. What kind of drink? It really looked tasty to the max! Okay, I can see you, wide-eyed uni, calm down. Did you make all of this yourself? It's a sight to behold, isn't it? This has got to be the best spread we've had here in years. Hey, so, here's why I called you over. There's something we want to give you. This? But this is what the homecomers got. This key is for all of you. Huh? Ah, sorry, time was tight, so we didn't manage to get copies made. But the room itself is all arranged. I got Travis and Monica to pull some strings for you. You wouldn't believe how much work it was. Had to get someone to co-sign, pick a room, sort out the linens. Whoa, is that what kept you so busy right up until the last moment? I really appreciate this, but we aren't city folk. Yeah, and when we turn 20... Yeah, we know that. We understand. That's why we thought you should get to celebrate it in advance. Come on, just take it. Don't make me beg. It was so kind of you to hold a celebration for the homecomers here. So let us celebrate you as well. You'll be homecomers too one day after all. I'm speaking on behalf of every single person in the city when I say that. Everyone in the city? We hope to be with you at your homecoming when the time comes. This will serve as a token of that promise. So yeah, let us win this war that we're fighting to make it, happen. That's a bit of an awkward phrase. We'll do it. We'll win it, and live out what remains of our lives together, with all of you here. That's not exactly how it'll play out, but fair enough. Gotta assume the world will keep spinning, right? What has you contemplative? Well, that was clumsy. You could have just thanked them directly. You organized it? All I did is what the homecomers asked, that's all. Don't read too much into it, would you kindly? Well, it's a bit of a surprise to be frank. Without your cooperation, this ceremony wouldn't have gone ahead. I know, you don't have to treat me like I'm a fool. Are there really people out there who don't want kids growing up? Baffling, right? Anyone should want them all to grow into themselves and live a healthy life. Everyone should think so, regardless of their rank, regardless of their beliefs. Ah, this is all making me uncomfortable. Being in agreement with the elder, that is. Really? For me, it's no big deal at all. Garrett, you always cover my blind spots for me. I appreciate it. It's something I rely on. For all your other faults, I mean. I suppose being mouthy as a young girl's right. Hey, maybe you'll hear it better if it doesn't come from a younger girl. Oh boy, here we go. Plain, give it to him straight. Chief, is it possible you've had one too many? Oh, look at you, Gabby upstart. Think you're better than me, is that it? I think the kid's got a point, actually. Sorry, everyone. Mum's always like this. You don't notice she's drunk until it's too late. Oh, you wanna go, do ya? Just say it, go on! I'm just going to step back and get some water, okay? Ah, well, I never. We all got work together to make a future for those who will come after us. And I mean us two working together when I say that. Fine, but just don't start thinking you'll be getting any preferential treatment from me. You got that? Tch, wouldn't dream of it. Alrighty then. So, where's that key work?
I see some relations have changed.
I hear you went out of your way for the sake of the homecoming. Thanks to you, we had a wonderful ceremony this year. I feel more than a little ashamed that I wrote off this year's event as impossible so soon. Perhaps age is making me soft. Surely living a long time is good, isn't it? I don't get why you're beating yourself up. Well, wisdom comes with age, certainly, but your field of view gets narrower, so the future can be harder to see. That's why I want the youth to step out into the future, carrying their own hope. It's a step I'm no longer able to take. Fair enough. Alright, I'm curious about that.
Changed.
If I had to hazard a guess...
He best be ready. I'll know if he ain't.
I'm curious, is this what I need to do? Yep, I knew it. Only one person who would talk about drinking under the table. Oh, time to rest our bones for a moment, don't you think? Huh? Don't mind if I do. Of course. This isn't the first time? Ah, you're here to get in my way again, you big lump. Come on, old-timer. No need to chide me like that. Relax. Of course I don't really mind if the likes of you turn up and make the place a bit livelier. Do you know each other? As it happens, Jagger and I are old mateys, aren't we, old-timer? Wait, you were interacting with city folk even before we showed up? Yeah, Triton buddied up with this old outcast reprobate in the city. He calls me old-timer. Aha! Me and the old-timer here get along like two pearls in a mermaid's purse. We're like sailors cut from the same cloth, and no mistake. Now and again, we put 3 sheets to the wind like this. Cheers! Whoa, you got friends that I never would have guessed. What brings you here anyway? You're a little young to be drinking any of the hard stuff. I think they came by to see if we had any war stories to tell an old-timer. Or maybe a sea shanty. I was just curious about the question mark, don't mind me. My tales are too boring for a drinking session. For example, that nut pond that I've taken in does nothing but muck about. No use whatsoever. Cheer up, old-timer. At your age, every extra day is a blessing. Ha! Sometimes wisdom finds its way out of the big mouth of yours. Speaking of good days, that miso that you gave me really hit the spot. Oh, the miso soup again? So you've been handing out miso to people, is that right, Triton? Aye, it makes a great sidekick to a stiff drink, so it does. Is that actually how it works? I'm not as familiar with Japanese cuisine. You know, my granddad had a real touch when it came to making miso. I still remember the taste of miso even now. Oh, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. A worthy hobby indeed for an old-timer's granddad. One day, my granddad said that he was heading out to search for good produce to go with miso, and it never came back. Oh, you're actually doing it. Where he finally fell, no one knows. Did you ever get out of the city yourself, Jagger? Looking at my bony old meat sack today, it's hard to imagine, but I used to be pretty brawny back in the day. There was a certain crazy woman who took my fancy back then, and I fell in with an old guy who loves applause. That guy? Mate, we didn't come here to chat about your flipping back. Yes, we know. Those two were pretty friendly with each other. So friendly, in fact, that they almost got married. Hang on. What are we talking about here precisely? You're letting an old man ramble, that's what. But in the end, that marriage never came to be. Huh, what am I talking about, you say? I think you've been blown off course a bit there, me old matey. You started off talking about side dishes for a drinking party. Nah, that's not what he meant. Oh, this is too good. Side dishes, eh? Oh, yes, I was talking about remembering eating that miso soup way back, wasn't I? There was a certain fruit that my granddad used to procure from somewhere or other. It was delicious. Oh, this is some interesting stuff you're letting us in on, old-timer. Oh, the flavor was something special, something rare. It was legendary fruit. I was only a kid when I had it. Oh, I cannot describe it. It was like a universe of taste opening up in your mouth. What is this conversation? I'd love to taste it once more before I take my dirt nap. I'm sorry, I'll stop with these old geezer stories and just drink. Wait, old-timer. Huh? If it means so much to you, then we'll go out and find you some. What? Hey, we're all just ditching to hear about the legend of this fruit here, aren't we? I won't disagree with our seafaring friend. Mostly because I know that there's no point in attempting to disagree at this point. Maybe it's not typical drinking story fare, but tell us the legend of the tasty fruit, will ye, old-timer? Looks like you youngins have really gotten the taste for this old-timer's story here. Aha! I tell you the truth, we're all suckers for that kind of thing. You just wait, old timer. We'll bring it back for you. I can wait as long as it takes. If I've got a bite of that fruit coming my way, I can wait till the end of time. Alright, you landlubbers. Let's raise anchor and set sail. It's all very well saying let's go, but are we really going to find it if we don't have the first clue where to look? Manana, have you got any idea? Remember Fruta Bright Fig found in Mac the Wildwood? Ah, that. But we don't know if it's edible yet, right? Well, I guess we could go there and take a look. It's a good place to start. Sounds like we've charted a course. Let's raise anchor and claim our fruit. Who wrote this? This isn't... Oh, this is the final quest that I have written down, apparently. Okay. So, this will be the penultimate quest. No, the literal ultimate quest. Actually, hang on. What is the highest level quest here? Hang on. Okay, so it's a few things pertaining to Melia and Nia, which I guess makes sense, but the final quest that I have in my list, the level 74, relative to the 68, 68, 70, and 70. So, 268, 270, and then the 74, the ultimate quest that we will end this game on, chasing after miso soup. Yes, this is absurd, Cheeto, I know. Guess you are adorable, what's your point? Alright, but I wanted to check something real quick. So, over at the dormitories...
I see some relations have changed.
Alright, give me 1 second, I want to write something down. Sure.
I see some relations have changed.
I wonder where that key goes. Yes.
This is what we were after.
Found what we're looking for, it seems.
Thank you card. So what's this entail? So... fair enough. Seems like it's a bit... well, never mind. We had that over there. Alright, enough being so close. Alright, so... the actual next quest is this one. Sure, we'll attend to that in good time. For now then, let's see, let's go explore a little bit more of Pentelas. And while the game's loading in, let's see, so let's just double check real quick. So we've seen to everything through here. Oh, actually there's a little bit over here. Okay, I'll be right back, I need to see to the cheap floor. You want something, boy?
Let me just fix this.
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Alrighty, I'm back. No, we are not continuing that conversation, brother. Oh, hang on. How long has there been a container I haven't hit yet? How long has that been there? How long have all of these been here, actually? Huh. How much do I care, I wonder? That might be why we've never been able to get it showing up properly, actually.
I hope we can make use of
Fascinating.
this. We should take good care of that.
Alright, so what else we got? So, hang on. Where's the... there's a new container in here. Has it just been tucked away in that little nook the whole damn time? Although, Well, let's see. It looks like it would most likely be below if it's anywhere. May as well go check real quick, just out of curiosity, while we're in the neighborhood.
We wait.
Bye, guys! And then slowly they spawn in.
I thought I was unstoppable.
Alright, sure. You just tucked away back in... Well, that was a container, but where's the other one? There's something of import in... The heck is it? Is it just a bug? Huh, interesting. I'm gonna chalk it up to being a bug and move on with my find everywhere in Pentelas. Okay, so, double check through here. Alright. This big area is good. Alright, so next major section to check is over in that direction. Alright, cool. And of course it's going to take a bit to load in. There we go. Oh yeah, there's a container over there too. Yeah, may as well go after that real quick. Just trying to remember how I got up there. I believe... Well, I could always reverse the direction to be fair. Actually, I may as well do that real quick. While it's fresh on my mind, because I can just head in the inverse direction since I had gotten up here once already. May as well go hit that while I'm here.
This is something decent, right?
This probably isn't exactly what they had in mind with me reversing the direction. They probably expect me to go after it sooner, but you know what? I'd skipped over it a decent amount, so may as well take care of it now, right? Go. Now, think you can drop down from here without death? Yes.
Oh no! You found one, yes?
Nope, ignoring you. Oh yeah, I'll need to drop Valdi's level if I want to do anything special. That's fine. Alright, so, there it is. I don't think the game knew what to do with that.
This is something decent, right?
Well, I guess while I'm doing my wanderings, I can keep Valdi at this level.
Wonder what's inside. We should take good care of that.
Alright, useful. Alrighty.
Smarts.
Sure. What's over this way?
To take the fast way.
Seems like the rain's coming. Hey, come look at this.
What is this, Valdi?
Oh,
Where
give
do
me
you
a
think it
break.
connects to?
My feathers will get all wet.
Yeah. Let's make sure there's nothing of import through here. Doesn't look like there would be, but just to be on the safe side, yep, pretty much what I expected. Alright, and then, let's see, carrying on the trail. Go through here, nothing down that way. Nothing past that direction. Alright, just this little lip over here and we're done. Alright, cool. Then we can just focus on side quests the rest of the night. Oh, small bit over here as well. Go. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever gone close to those two. If that ends up being the final landmark, I'm gonna laugh. No matter. Let's see. May as well at least grab the container while we're out here.
I hope we can make use of this.
Don't mind me. Oh, and now I've got the other cat saying hello. What's up, Statesman? Uh-huh. Alright. Let me just make one last cursory glance through. Alright, yep, that goes in a different direction, so that's fine. That goes down to Lower Magna, so that's good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I think our exploration is done. Cool. So, at this juncture, now it's just a matter of wrapping up the side quests. Okay, so I guess we'll go spawn in. Let's see. Closest camp to Colony 30. Yeah, this'll do. Alright, level 68 is what they're expecting for this, so we may as well drop Valdi's level to that. Should be no issue there. And then...
Let's make the
Oh,
most of our
actually,
break,
while we've
guys.
got it...
Where should I start?
Is it true that people have been going mad for Stefan's painting? I've heard that too. Apparently the city set love it. Seriously? Oh, ridiculous. I can get behind Fiona's, but a Mobius? K's? Like, if they were using it for target practice, sure, fine, whatever, fill your boots. But this? Setting aside the fact that it depicts a Mobius, the city puts value in the work. They're calling it a masterpiece. I know the painting's not him, but it still has this, I don't know, a presence. It's uncanny. Indeed. When real mastery of the art is deployed, even an uninitiated eye can tell. That must be why it's so highly praised. To put it another way, hate the Mobius, not the art. I don't think that's a saying, love. Of course. Also, what's that other one? The Peaceful Life. I'll have to go get the remainder of that at some point. Actually, you know what? I may not get much more of a chance at that. I may as well see what's required for same. Unless that's related to something I need. Interesting.
All right, everyone.
Oh, wait, I need to mess with...
Better make sure we're well rested.
Right, before I forget, let's make sure to drop Valdi's level while I'm at it. So I just need 68, that should do. And then apparently, let's see, for that Peaceful Life discussion.
Let's bounce.
It's tied to the third colony. Actually. So bring Izzard along over there. And go at a specific time of day. Alright.
Let's walk the path ahead together.
Alright, let's go take a look. So the Lost Colony. Let's see. Alright, let's see what this gives us, I suppose. Apparently today is the day to get distracted by literally everything.
Then.
Let's go, Commander.
The others have been acting different ever since you came. They seem stronger, more reliable. What beautiful Sophronia blossoms this year will bring...
Sophronius. Truly a thing of beauty.
Yes, sir. This place, it's inimitable.
Hmm. Sure. Is that where I find it? Well, let's see. Let me pull up everything. Okay. Interesting that I had forgotten that the Lost Colony version includes more of a flute motif than the original. So there's a big battle brewing, huh? I doubt we can be of much help there, but we'll do what we can to support you. Here, take this. Whoa. Neat. Oh, yep, more people to talk to, huh? Seems you lot knew what was going on with Nimue. Actually, you don't have to tell me. We're already oblivious to the outside world. One more thing won't make a difference. I was just curious. I thought you'd never left this place.
Good to add more names.
I've been talking to our leader. We're wondering if it's alright for us to take a peek at the outside world. Even the slightest little sliver of info could help to keep our land safe. I think when the time is right, we'll act. Also, looks like Nimue disappeared in that building and I can't get to her right now. Would it be worth changing the time again, so I can deal with that? Maybe? Well, let's see. Who else is around to talk to? How are you doing? I've decided that I want to get stronger. If I get caught up in battle, I want to be able to handle it without relying on everyone else. We need to be able to defend this place under our own steam. Fair enough. Let's see, so it's at the Chief's Quarter at 2 AM? Alright. Let's check around there then. May as well run up there and then change the time real quick. I guess we'll see if it ends up giving us what we're looking for. Then we can go find Nimue, have that conversation, and see where that leads. Alright. Change time. I am at the Chief's quarters. Unless the internet's lying to me, which is possible to be fair. Is the internet lying to me? What if I change... well... what if I poured in again? Oh, it went to 8 AM. Whoops. How are you doing? You're setting out there to try to create a world without war, aren't you? Please, don't concern yourself too much with this land. It's safe in our hands. Alrighty then. Where else do I look for it? And that's the conversation itself. Wherefore art thou? Did I miss a spot with... over at the main housing area? Possible.
Better make sure we're well rested.
And if I hit that real quick.
I can't seem to calm my nerves.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Izzard? Dumb question. There's nothing up here, right? No, nothing up here. Wherefore art thou? As nice as the music might be, I would like to move on. Unless I'm looking in the complete wrong place, which I suppose is possible. And then another saying around the gates at the Lost Colony? What counts as the gates? Does this count as such? Nah, this is just the cave entrance by the looks of it. Yeah, I wouldn't call this the gates to the town. Or the Lost Colony. Would that be considered as such? That might be worth a try. Let's try approaching from this direction and see if it makes a difference.
Oh, that's a rare one.
Yeah. Okay, no. So I guess the gates would be close to the captain's quarters, given the circumstances. Wherefore art thou? Well, if I'm having trouble, I suppose I can always come back to this later. Maybe as a way to break up the monotony when we get to challenge battles next week. Perhaps it's a different time of day? Let's try complete opposite time of day. Well, people are bound to be laid out differently. Unless this counts as the gates. I doubt it. Not really. Actually, this could still count, to be fair. Well, we'll do one last look around the main colony barracks. If we don't see it then, we'll just get back to the side quest nonsense. Yep. Alright, we'll try it later. Okay.
I'm here too, and I'll do my part.
Okay. Let's get back to the main task at hand. So, we've reverted levels, so this is probably the closest to port us back where we want to go. Okay. Let me make sure that the quest is enabled, given that it likely got disabled. There we go. Alright, let's go. Shoo! Actually, that might be... Sorry, I went looking over at the information I need for other stuff. Okay, I can look at that later. Alright, so... here we are back with shenanigans involving Valdi. Oh right, a bunch of other people were showing up to take a look at it. Here I am! Uh-huh. Valdi! Start is soon! Yep. Good luck, mecha friend. Thanks to everyone's hard work, Doric is complete at last. I want to thank you all for everything you've done. And I'm chuffed at how many friends I've made along the way. I hope Doric can make just as many. Let's see how he does, shall we? Alrighty then. Yes! Bunny Blaster! Ready! Of course. And fire! Well, it seems to be working. Wow! I think it worked! Oh, what now? Doric? Uh-oh. Gah! Watch out! But how? Is Doric out of control? Everyone, evacuate! Well, that's not good. Mecha friend? Mecha friend, what's going on? How could this happen? Everyone who was here was a friend. Mecha friend, stop! What? Finally this day what? You! Puli Puli? It not matter now what you say. Mecha friend is not friend of friend anymore. Meh, what you done to Mecha friend? Puli Puli only makes small adjustment to system. Now is Puli Puli friend. Genius of Puli Puli is capable of do anything. Puli Puli defeat you and bring joy to Alexandria. What? Puli Puli pull string behind scene to plan this for a long time. He hadn't given up on his lunacy after all. Pretty sure Alexandria never asked for any of this. You lot cast Puli Puli aside and become such good friends of Alexandria. Even though Puli Puli works so hard. Puli Puli not let you get away with this! Only Puli Puli allowed to be friend of Alexandria! Welp. Sorry, Valdi, we get to beat up your robot now. Oh, jeez. I don't know if the robot is listening, Valdi. I appreciate the attempt, but, ooh, someone hit with Topple, yes. Boom! Oh wait, I don't have invincibility anymore. This could be bad. Well, at least burst is still landing. Oh my. Uh-oh, that could be bad. Well, looks like everybody else took care of it first. Nice. Alright. This won't do a whole lot because you were dazed when I hit it, but since that I was getting focused. Alright, keep it going, keep it going. Okay, I've got a lot of people with daze. Maybe I should just limit it to one. Ooh, that could be fun. And someone landed daze even amidst. What was going on there, huh? Aw, I didn't get another chance to hit it. So be it. Oh, that timed out perfectly. Nope. Went into Ouroboros before he could do anything. Ha ha ha. Working on it, Valdi. Okay, so. Only Doric left to worry about. Good. Oh, you actually can block me. Okay. Hiya! Cool. So the reduce all should help. Aw, you resisted. How dare you? Ultra heat injection, huh? Huh. Didn't seem to have any effect. I guess I should be thankful for that, given the circumstances. Oh, and then they're even interrupting before anything serious can happen. Very nice. Okay, yeah, I definitely need to put Soaring Tempest on more people. There we go. That's what I would have expected. Boom. Alright. Good thing I have evasion arts. Heh. Good thing I had a lot of evasion arts. Oh boy. Aww. That's gonna hurt a lot. Jeez! That tore up Tyon and Valdi? Jeez. Okay, you know what? We're gonna barrel through with overwhelming force now. Step 1. Nice. Nice. Oh, actually, that's perfect. Do it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, so. Here to get a spot to land that, so cool. Alright, now that we've done that. Let's see, you know what? I think I can get another one in. Now, since that it's Mio, I think I can get away with this. Perfect. Alright, let's see if we can get ready lucky on Valdi coming back. Oh, perfect. Oh, I have to complete this? Dang it. Okay, fine. Alright, that shouldn't be enough to... think? Yeah, we're fine. Alright, and then Valdi can have a grand old time. And then the plus 50 should kick in as well. Perfect. Alright, that'll do a decent amount. You still have a hefty amount of health on you, damn. Maybe I should have held off on landing launch. Okay, well, hit break landed. And then... looks like I won't be able to land what I want. So be it. We'll at least have you toppled. Hang on a minute. Do you have a regen art in play right now? Well, we'll be able to inflict bursts soon, so we'll just do what damage we can with what we have. What is that marker? I can't remember if that's regen or something else. I'll keep an eye on the health bar as we go, if it'll let me. Let's see. Well, if it is the regen, it doesn't seem to be doing much right now, which is good. Alright, not an amazing chain attack, unfortunately. Ideally, I would have wanted it to go another extra round so that it'd be easier to land what I need. As far as... where do the music go? If there is music, it's really quiet, relatively speaking. Huh, interesting. Either way. Okay, there it goes. Rude! Ah, damn. Oh, crap. Please don't hit Valdi. Okay, we're fine. Whew. That was actually dicey. Valdi! What in the... Valdi! Oh no. Mecha friend. Are you okay? I think Mecha friend protected him from the worst of the blast. But Mecha friend doesn't look too good. Rurik also entirely broken. Oh. You helped me so many times, Mecha friend. So I won't let it end like this. We'll give you a hand. With Doric too. Lance. We'll help too, Commander. Yeah, if we leave it to you, I'm sure it's just a matter of time before everything gets out of hand. Thanks, guys. As for you... Good. And just where do you think you're going? Meh, Alexandria! Isn't there someone you have something to say to? A lot of someone's. Yeah, you owe Valdi an apology. And a lot more than that. Bully refuse. Bully try and try, but it not go right. Alexandria only like Valdi and others. Bully wish Bully just disappear. Why? Hey, Puli. You aren't hurt, are you? What? Meh? You only wanted to be friends with everyone, didn't you? But you can't do it that way. Someone could get hurt. What Valdi know? Bully Bully is nobody. That why nobody take notice of Bully Bully if Bully Bully not work hard. I took notice. Eh? I mean, your methods were not particularly great, but you're pretty good with alertness. You're not a nobody. You're valuable. You're just your own worst enemy. Meh? But Bully Bully do only failures. Are they not angry? I mess things up all the time. Look at what's happened this time, and I've broken Mecha Friend more times than I can count. But you know, failures always come with an afterwards. I got to build Doric. I got to make a lot of friends. I can do a lot more than I could before thanks to everyone's help. That's all connected to what happened now. Failure teaches you things. So I don't want you to give up, Puli Puli. Aldi. Let's try again. I want to build a world where people and Levnesses can live in harmony. But it'll take a long time if I try to do it alone. It'd be a lot easier if you helped me out. Would you? You're being a lot more courteous than I would be. Good. There's still plenty more I can do. And with the rest of you helping, we can aim even higher. Okay, first order of business is fixing up Mecha Friend. Time to pick up all those parts, people. Have fun, I guess. Again, you are being way more courteous than I would be.
I see some relations have changed. We should take good care of that.
And we can take an origin shard from there, apparently. Okay. I'm assuming there will be unique dialogue associated with here now. Probably also if I'm willing to move off of
Something smells tasty.
Valdi as well. May as well make the rounds. Oh! You and Puli Puli really getting on well, huh, Mecha Friend? I'm glad. If you're getting jealous, maybe I'll fix you up so you can come with us next time. Perfect. Puli Puli can do it! Puli Puli will make mighty contribution to Colony 30! Is it with mouse wheels and Nopon? Why? Just why? Puli Puli break Doric, thereby earning enmity of Dinky Dinky. But Dinky Dinky subsequently hear that breaking done in defense of beloved an important object, thereby dissipating rage. You're giving that up real quick. Listen, keep this between you and me, but after we settled on Doric's reconstruction, Yuza started to pitch in with the material collection. Oh, so Yuza was helping. He's a really thoughtful and great at what he does. Even though we're at about the same age, he's a really put-together person. I hope I can be more like him.
I see some relations have changed.
Fair enough. I wanted to charge right in with Olevnis in a battle against Mobius, but the commander has other ideas. He reckons that if Doric is there's no need for us to be fighting and getting injured. So that's his plan, go into battle on his own. That doesn't sit well with me. Maybe I can talk it over with him. Alright, what's the next thing gonna entail? So who should I swap in? It's related to Colony 11, huh? Okay. Let's swap in Ashira real quick.
My life is yours to command.
Now remind me, where does... Oh yeah, Mimi, how are you doing? The fun way of life is mostly just do what pop into head. Mimi and friends work very, very hard at taking life very, very easy, for example. When fighting in Ionios done and dusted, Mimi and his friends carry on lifestyle as nature intends. Of course. Puli Puli in midst of ancient and serious chastisement for naughty, naughty Nopon. I heard cruelty of this punishment is most horrid and beyond the imagination. But Puli Puli seem to be having so much fun, which would you like to have a try to? What is it with Nopon and mouse wheels? Baldi's really full of pep. He's talented and a good kid to boot. It's a real tragedy to me that he and the others like him will be gone in a few short years. I just can't accept that it's normal. You've got to promise me you'll smash Mobius, alright? Yeah, we got it. Alrighty then. There's Valdi. How you doing, buddy? I really hope you're not gonna tell me to hold the fort now. I became a mechanic because I wanted to protect the things that were important. I'm fully prepped for battle, so come on, let's take this to Origin. Alrighty then. So, next on... Actually, before we get too sidetracked, I want to take another stab at that talking bit.
What's the path ahead? Together.
I'm gonna take another stab at this. So, set time to 2 a.m., then go out of... Let's see. Let me get the exact instructions I got. Exit through the front gates on the left. So, set the time to 2 a.m. after spawning in. Unless it's mixing up instructions, which I suppose is possible to be fair. Oh, here we are. How many years has it been since we've caught sight of anyone from the outside? I've never seen people from outside at all. This is my first time seeing some actual Kavesi people. There we go.
Let me just fix this.
Okay. I guess we can spawn into Colony 11 real quick. Hang on, did I never... Is there still yet more here? I thought I had taken care of everything with respect to the area around Kevis Castle. I may as well take care of this real quick. To be fair, I think I've taken care of practically everything of import, but still. Alright, that'll do. Now. Let's see. Closest camp would probably be over here. So we'll go ahead and see to the talking bit. See if Izzard has anything of import to say relating to it. Afterward, I guess we'll swamp in Ashira, drop her level so we can manage with the quest. Actually, how are we looking? Let's set everyone to 70, since that'll be about where we need to be for most of the quests here. Oh yeah, I was supposed to wait and drop Ashira stuff, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Maybe.
I definitely feel stronger.
Actually, while I'm at it, do I want to... Oh well, let's take care of this first.
Where should I start?
What a peaceful and relaxing place. With the Sophronias everywhere and the self-sufficient lifestyle, it's really not a bad place to be. It felt like time flowed slower there. Or rather, life in the world outside, in our world, is full of bustle and busyness, perhaps. Well, duh, there's a war on out there. Every day's different from the last. Friends work too hard. When divide time well, no need for busyness. Have to find ways to accommodate deep rest and recreation of self. Whoa, Rika here dropping some serious wisdom. Deep rest sounds nice and all, but where are we supposed to find the time to do that in? When feeling most busy is when most important to carve out peaceful time. Like life not worth living if always hurrying. Wow, that's a painfully insightful remark. Maybe the least we can do is make sure to take our rest when and where we can afford it. That's very advisable. At first step, please do try napping for 3 days straight. You can't be serious, mate. What are we, Nopon? Yes. Friend Land's such close-minded. Then here is alternative. Do some strength conditioning or something. Now that's more like it. No, it's barking, isn't? Of course. Of freaking course.
Let's move out.
Alrighty. Now let's swap Ashira in.
My life is yours to command. For a little
Although,
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
I was joking about it earlier, but there's a part of me that's tempted to see to the... What's it? There's a part that's tempting me to see to what's required with the side quest involving Triton, and then seeing to the Keves Castle stuff at the very end. Although, it looks like there's something immediately after the True Inspector, so which I believe will be the next... Well, which will be the next Keves Castle quest. So, although with only 4 left... Yeah, I think I'll do Friendship to break up... Yeah, I think we'll do Friendship after
I'm all refreshed.
the
Are you
Yashira
ready to
quest.
take-
Yep, we know, Mio. Give us a sec. Alrighty. Let's take a look.
Take on the world.
Alrighty. What have we got? Oh, hey there. I sure didn't think I'd bump into you guys here. Hey, Sigrun. Good to see you again. This gate has been closed for Spark knows how long, right? Are you the one who opened it? I am. Castle orders have forbade opening it until then. Putting Colony 11 under quarantine for contamination by you Ouroboros was a shamefully foolish thing for me to do. Come on, what else could you have done in this situation? It was what it was. Chill. I'd love to speak with you more, but unfortunately, I have something urgent to deal with. I need to head back right away. Oh, and if you happen to spot Zoran, could you do me a solid and tell him to come see me? Zoran? Sure, I guess. Cheers. You guys are such a big help. Off they go then. Wonder what the deal is. Well, nothing for it but to go hunting, I suppose. Shoo! Oh? What are you up to? You monster! I have to have my leathers repaired again, and it's all your fault! Yeah, deal with it, mate. If you don't like it, maybe you shouldn't have lost to us. Urgh. Of course. Joe, what are you up to? Well, I certainly didn't expect the likes of you to come and speak to me. Because you know full well how much of a pain in the arse you are. That's beside the point, though. Of course. You know Sigrun, the captain of the guard, she wants you at her office, pronto. And I certainly didn't think I'd hear that name come out of your mouth either. Sounds like you two are acquainted. So, what's Sigrun to you? This is Zoran. All squads suspend all duties. Assemble for an emergency summons. Hey, are you even listening? Not a problem. Isla and Clad have also been informed. That's the kind of deal we're looking at here. Yes, it's a summons from her. There'll be no latecomers in this mission, so get to it. What's that about? Hey, who will you just call... Ha ha! One Rattlejack present, just as you ordered, Captain Zol. I remember you from Clad Squad. Why have you suddenly decided to rock up here? This is a special summons from Zorn we're talking about here. Of course we can't just ignore it. Heh, guess we can't. You idiots can barely function without having every little thing explained in agonizing detail after all. What's going on? You're from Measles Squad, is that right? Wait, didn't I tell you? Me, Hexen, and Jack were originally... Enough idle talk. We're to head to the fort at once. Fort of Verbis, right? Can't wait to see what fun happenings we have to look forward to there. Pray we got a skedaddle or a Boris, but don't worry, I'm sure we'll have barrels of fun next time we meet up. Yahaha! Of course. Should we be nervous? We should be nervous. That was really something. What on Ionios is going on at the fort? I'm not sure. What I do know is that trouble and disorder are never far off when they get involved. I do hope Sigrun's alright. Come on then, let's go see what all the fuss is about. Of course.
I see some relations have changed.
Well, nothing for it but to go hunt the guys down and get things sorted, right? Yeah, off we go then.
I'm feeling like I could eat.
Later. Maybe. Oh yeah, eventually I need to figure out how to get in there. Probably related to finishing the side quest, to be fair. Oh, if it isn't you guys, thanks a ton for getting the message out. And if you don't mind me saying, you're all looking pretty pale. What happened between then and now? We called these guys over just like you told us to, but are you really sure about this? Sure about what? Was she a former Colony 11 soldier? Ah, I get you now. Seems like the Ouroboros really know what makes you guys tick, eh? Was that an attempt at humor? What's drivel? Relax, you guys. You're well within your rights to be concerned, I know. But the reason I called Zoran and his squad over is to help me out with a certain little job. What job? The kind of massively important job only they are capable of pulling off. A job made for the Guard's vanguard, the Antari squad. Wait, did I hear that right? Hold on, by they, you don't mean... Oh, pull the other one. I thought they were supposed to be Colony 11 soldiers, weren't they? I was cut off from saying it earlier, but we were originally part of the Guard. Officially, we work for Colony 11, but even now we get the occasional personal request from the captain here. It may be hard to believe, but it's true. Among the Guard, they were the elite of the elite. What she said. In a better, fairer world, I might have even been your superior, making you guys my little subordinates, you know. I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, what's this job you mentioned earlier? Ah, of course. Sorry, I was going to explain, but then we got sidetracked. First, we'll need a change of location. Follow me.
I see some relations have changed.
And where are you taking us to? Ah, just inside this way? That's fair. Not too much further along, I suppose. I don't think the music is dramatic enough yet. Also, how does Ashira feel about you occasionally dragging off your own occasionally dragging off her soldiers?
So what's this guard captain got to do with Zoran?
I guess we'll find out. I knew the castle must have had something to do with why you called us over here. True, but also, I needed to avoid exposing embarrassing slip-ups in public. Slip-ups? A few days ago, a section of the guards started an armed uprising and holed themselves up in the castle. Uh-oh. Armed uprising? What? Yes, they've taken over a section of the castle, but they haven't gotten any further since then. It's a stalemate situation. A takeover? Now you have my attention. I'm just surprised that a rebel element could even arise within the Guard. You say that, but their fierce loyalty to the Queen is exactly why many of the Guard can't accept that they were loyal to a fake. There are 4 sergeants at the vanguard of this rebel movement to seize the castle. They've proclaimed themselves as the Queen's 4 Divine Wings, and have made 2 demands of me. The 4 Divine Wings, a haughty, high-handed name if there ever was one. Had to have their 4 Heavenly Kings bid, huh? What are they demanding, then? To transfer command of the Guard to them, and to hand over the Ouroboros. Us? This upheaval of Ionios lies solely at the hand of those treacherous Ouroboros. It is the Queen's wish to see them purged. This was the declaration of one of the sergeants. Naturally, I have zero intention of yielding to either one of their demands. I saw this coming. If we aren't going to give them what they want, then we'll have to bring those rapscallions to heel, won't we? I get why you brought us in for this job now, seeing as we're no longer part of the Guard and all. If the current Guard were to fight their own fellows, this internal division it would cause could be catastrophic for the organization. Yeah, you read that right. I came to the conclusion that only you guys, outsiders with inside knowledge, could do this. Pfeh, still making us fighting our own comrades. Who knew you could be so unscrupulous? But I've no objection. I shall gladly accept this job, of course. We just love ourselves a bit of dirty work. Nothing like writing off any craziness we get up to as an accident. I'm raring to give those holier-than-thou pretenders the wake-up call of their lives. Hey, wait a moment. Maybe you could let us help you out with this job? I appreciate the thought, but if you join in, it means you also take on responsibility for the mission, you know? Yes, of course. We know that, but it's just... Well, you see... If you won't spit it out, I will, Noah. We're worried about what'll happen if we aren't there to keep those nutters in check. Ah! You're worrying yourself over nothing. You won't get most things done if you don't pull out all the stops. Not much difference between bringing them to heel and just killing them all, really. They won't stand a chance. I see your point. Accompany them and make sure to keep them in line, okay? Of course. We'll make sure they don't raise too much trouble. Just to be sure, our mission is to suppress the rebel forces and make sure their leaders come back alive, not dead, right? Yeah, that's the gist of it. I know it's odd to say now that I've dragged you guys into this, but I owe you one. I really do. If we're done briefing here, we will sortie at once. Any ideas on how we're gonna find these 4 divine wings? It's not like we even know where they're holed up in the castle. Our enemies are the ones we meet in battle. We need only scour the battlefield clean to find the scum we're after, of course. The direct approach. And there they go. And there they go. Well, nothing for it but to go a-brawling. Huh. I haven't explored everywhere in here. Probably should make a point of doing that. How's it look on the map? Oh wow, there's a lot in here I haven't explored. Hang on. I guess I must have thought that I'd be seeing to this eventually, while taking care of other matters. To be fair, likely an accurate statement given the circumstances. So I guess it would also explain why there's so much that's still well, I guess that explains why I also don't have all the landmarks in place, given the circumstances. Alright, we'll just make sure that the pathway through there is up to speed. Then we'll go beat up the guy up there. Sure. What could be behind curtain number 1? You kept us waiting a good long while. Finally feeling inclined to negotiate? You think there's still scope to talk about Orc after everything you've done? Kavesi's set against Kavesi. This violates the will of her benevolent majesty and surety. Our taking over the castle was merely to show that incompetent, disloyal captain of the guard our superior will and resolution. So then, you're saying you absolutely do not want to fight? Why, of course. But depending on what you decide to do next, we may be forced to take desperate measures. Naturally, we wish to avoid such an unpleasant course of events, and we would prefer that rational judgment prevails. So it's come to this? What is their deal, honestly? Not you! Surely it cannot be you! Uh-oh. Yeah? It's me, alright. You're Hexen, the Atrocious, from the Antari squad! What are you doing here? You should have been discharged! I should have been what now? Am I supposed to have seen you somewhere before? But by the flames! Don't you dare say you've forgotten about what you did to me! You're an evil wretch who tortures her allies with glee! You inflicted an untold amount of suffering on me! I mean, it's Colony 11, you might want to be more specific. Ooh, I remember now! That did happen, didn't it? It was thanks to all your kind help that I was able to come up with a more efficient method of torturing the human body. Uni's expression. Queen's flapping wings. She's completely off the rails. All units, battle stations, proceed to attack at once. Whoa, hold your ponios. We ain't done nothing yet. I think we've gone way past the point of talking it out. Silence! I have no words to say to creatures like you. You shall die in short order! Now come on, didn't we just establish a moment ago that your beloved queen would hate for us to be fighting? Indeed, but that Altari squad, they're different! Your prudent and wise majesty would be most understanding of our plight, I'm sure. They're totally losing the plot. So, ultimately, their conviction is feeble. They're little more than another weak mob, a rabble. Let's end this. Well. Alright, beat him up. Alright, you, time to die. Come on, hit the topple button, somebody. I know you want to. There you go. Although, will I get the chance? I guess we'll find out. Boom! Yeah! And then kaboom! Yeah! Okay, that was way too easy. That was way too easy. I am on hard mode, right? I'll have to double check when we're done. Well, once we get out of... Well, once I get back in control. What? Is that it already? Guess they were all bark, no bite. Oh, cuss it all. How can this be happening? Yo, Zor, I'm feeling a little itchy, you know? No. Do you mind if I tear it a new one? No. No, stop! Don't come near me! Once scum, always scum. She's all yours. Hold it! Good grief, it's a snuffing good thing I decided to come along. I beg of you, don't delay it any longer. Finish me, please. I can't take the pain. Oh boy. Sigrun, I've secured one of the 4 divine wings. You can deal with the rest. Yeah, sure thing. And also, are you okay, if you don't mind me asking? I may be imagining things, but it sounded to me like you were about to cry. Well, someone might be. Oh, nothing to worry about there. At least, well, for us anyway. You're not stepping in? That's probably the more concerning part. Well, nothing for it but to carry on, I guess. Alright, just give me a second. I want to make a note of something. Alright, cool. I'm gonna have a fun time getting those notes in order later. So, looks like there's another one through here.
Traveled by now, huh?
Oh. Interesting. Wouldn't have expected that comment when there's still some stuff that can be explored, but okay. Well, we may as well keep looking throughout the whole map since we're gonna have to purge this place of a decent amount of trouble. No time like the present, I suppose. Maybe I won't get through all the side quests today, huh? Unless I want to spend, well, let's see, it'll be another, see, this is number, see, this is 1 of 4 left? Guess it depends on how long it'll take and how much I'm willing to spend on this. I have spent 4 hours at a time with this game before. Doesn't mean I necessarily want to, but that would give me more time for the closing thoughts video. The editing on that's going to be longer than I initially expected. Though, to be fair, with the time I have, it should be doable. More than doable, in fact. Still, either way. We'll just keep wandering on through. Alright, what else we got? We've got that wing sorted. We've got shenanigans over in that direction. I'm kind of surprised we're not getting mobbed. Usually when I step through here... Oh, there we go! That's what I was expecting.
Enemies! I'll hold them off!
What's up this way? Well, I want that container, so I guess I'm gonna have to fight you guys. Alright, you all, time to die. There we go. Get out of my face!
That's how you pull off a win.
This is our path to the future.
Now that I'm not being harangued by them. What's in here?
We can make use of this.
Say, isn't this valuable?
We should take good care of that.
Shall we deal with this?
I'm just gonna keep walking if I can get away with it.
Guess I'll show you what I'm all about.
Well, I guess that explains why we haven't seen too much here. I guess there was another landmark to find.
I guess we know Ionios like the back of our hand now.
Oh, perfect!
I guess we know Ionios like the back of our hand now. I guess we know Ionios like the back of our hand now. I guess we know Ionios like the back of our hand now.
Hey, Noah, do you think we know Ionios like the back of our hand yet?
I guess we know Ionios like the back of our hand now.
Hang on, I don't think I heard it the first time.
Ionios like the back of our hand now. I guess we know Ionios like the back of our hand now.
You don't say! Well, I guess that simplifies my life a little. Moving on. Alright, getting out of here. Here we go. This loop.
I'll whack 'em good.
No. I'm just gonna walk into the... Yep, there we go. There we go. Sorry, I just needed to make note of something. Alright. You there! Are you the unit the captain of the guard dispatched? If you're asking that, then you must be... I admire your resolution to fight us all on your own, though to be honest, I thought a sergeant would know far, far better. Wait a minute. I don't intend to fight. Please, you deliberately called us over. Do you think we're stupid enough to believe you're not fighting us after doing that? We can't fight on anymore, I'm telling you. We're all so exhausted we can barely move. Is this a ploy? I knew we should never have done this. Taking over a castle with no supplies was asking for trouble right from the start. So, you're saying you surrender? Yeah, but before that, could you give me and my soldiers some food to eat? I know just how pathetic I look begging you like this, but I'd be nothing without my soldiers. If you knew how bad of an idea this was ahead of time, you shouldn't have tried taking over the castle in the first place. But first, the food. We haven't got enough to let you eat at all, so someone will need to get some more. Sounds like a job for me. I happen to know someone who can give me exactly what I need to help these guys out. You sure you ain't going to poison them with something dodgy? I am a chef, remember? Just you wait and see. I'll need to head back to the fort canteen first. With their kitchen, I can cook up just what these guys need. I am very suspicious of this. Very suspicious of this. There's no way you're just doing this out of the goodness of your heart. No way in hell. Hello, Denny boy. Been ages and ages and ages since Pentelas see you. It certainly has been ages, ma'am. Sorry to rush through the conversation, but can I borrow your kitchen? Please do go nuts, Denny boy. You good friend, and Panini, always help our friend in need, whatever need may be. Happy to hear it. I'll help myself to a few of your ingredients as well then. I'll pay you back later. Condiment that Denny boy always liked to use is found on usual shelf. Go do what need doing now. And no upon being generous? Alrighty then, let's get cracking. Sorry for the wait, the food's all done and ready to eat now. Let's head back to the castle before it gets cold. Alright. Gold soup? Should I worry about that title? I'm gonna worry about that title. I'm gonna worry a lot about that title, actually. Nothing good can come from this, I guarantee it. So. Oh, fine, don't let me talk.
Come here. I got something for you. Thanks. Sorry. I can't go easy on you.
I'm sure this is a totally reasonable response. Yeah, let's pull out Lucky 7 on just some random soldiers that harass you randomly. I'm sure this is a proportionate response. This is our path to the future, cutting down everyone in our path. Here's your order. I call it fortifying gold soup. My word, it's just an ordinary looking soup, and yet just by the smell alone I already feel so reinvigorated. It's a special soup which blends spices and natural medicines together, making for a delicious and invigorating meal. The stomach can't digest solids after a long period of starvation, so you'll need to eat this first before you eat anything solid. I'm shocked that you'd go this far for us. Now that we've surrendered, what do we do? If the Queen, the war with Agnes, everything we knew was fake, then what do we believe in and fight for now? Well, I'm no boffin, so I can't really help you out with that one. But if there's one thing I think I can say, it's this. You should first get a tasty meal in your system to cheer yourself up before doing anything. That way you'll fill your belly, your mood will improve, and then the good ideas will start coming to mind, I'm sure. You're actually being reasonable? Ha, you really aren't a boffin. But it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. Looking back, me and my soldiers could have done with dwelling a little less on the past, I think. Once my soldiers have finished eating your soup, we'll be heading back to the captain of the guard. Of course, it won't be to beg for her forgiveness, but to seriously consider what our future will look like. Nice one. I bet the captain of the guard will be thinking about the same thing too. Also, once we get the chance again, we'd absolutely love to have some more of your tasty cooking. You better believe I'll cook you up a storm. There won't be any waiting bellies by the time you're all done eating. I'm kinda surprised that was it. Oh, what the spark? That's not fair. Why does Brand always de-escalate everything? There's more ways to fight than besting an opponent in battle. And Brenton won, did he not? Gotta say, I'm glad things didn't escalate for once. That feels anticlimactic after all the Colony 11 shenanigans. That feels very anticlimactic somehow. Well, no matter. Look at these been. I'm trying to remember what these do. What were these again? Ah, right. Messing with those. Fair enough. That block our path? Hang on, where is our path? Map. Okay, I misread anyway. We're fine. In here. Shoo! What's the next one? Oh no. You! What unit do you belong to? Tell me your colony affiliation now. You have 3 seconds. Ugh. Haha! I think we've got our guy. You're a lucky boy, you know. He hasn't got that many soldiers with him. Now's our chance to get him. Alright, let's beat him up. Oh jeez, how am I taking that much damage already? Holy crap. Well then. Alright, I think this will time out. You know, we'll just do this for now. And, ooh, actually. And Mio beat me to the punch. Very well, we'll buy out. We'll buy out. Okay, yeah, I really do need to check to see if I'm at a, well, fighting on normal level. That is way too easy. Gotta get out of here. They're too strong. What? You made a run for it. A chase, eh? Just perfect. You better make sure I'm out of breath by the time I catch up to you. And the human hunt begins. Have fun. Why? Yo, Uni. We came to suppress a rebellion, right? I don't see much rebellion suppression here. Well, duh, Lance. These guys are in it for the sadism and not much else. Of course. Alright, real quick. It is hard mode. Is it because Lucky 7 just trumps all? Nope. Alright, fine, we'll beat you up first. Here, die. Now will you let me pick this up? Thank you.
Something so valuable here.
Let us go. Good thing I cleared out all the uniques through here.
Hey, this one means business.
And shouldn't mean anything to us. Oh, taunt, huh? So you're forcing me to fight you, huh? Okay, that's how you play it. Fine. Kaboom! Then don't taunt me.
You think you're all that, do ya?
I'm gonna just ignore you again. And that's why. Looks like you've managed to escape to the outer walls from here. If I remember correctly, the place where the Annihilator used to be is just ahead, right? But now that it's not there, it's become a dead end. Gahaha! You know what that means? The dumb snubber's only gone and got himself cornered! Unless there's something more that he knows that we don't. Oh, running to France. Maybe? Maybe.
Let's use this.
Well, only one way to find out, I suppose. We. So, what is your condition? It appears you're all out of luck now. This is the end of the road for you. Hey, but please, help me! At least spare my life, I'm begging you! As if... Huh? What's going on? Was that a flash? Amber. Where did you all come from? You fell right into my trap, just as I thought you simple-minded imbeciles would. My analysis proved correct. You're all a bunch of browbeaters who love to boast to anyone who you think can't push back. I knew something was off. Your futile escape was all enough to lure us into a false sense of security and into your trap. There's nothing I wouldn't do to make you all suffer. If it weren't for you fools, I would have brought glory to Keves. The Queen herself would have commended my triumph. What you did, you can never forgive. As part of my glorious plan, I shall sentence you all to death. He kind of reminds me of Tyon, I gotta be honest. What? Hey, now that's just out of order. You take... Wow, you're genuinely offended. Jeez. For the love of, leave the bickering for later, dumbasses. We're kind of in a life or death situation in case you've forgotten. And yet we still have time to comment. Enough talk. You shall now learn just how fatal your recklessness is. Alright. Time to die some more. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Okay, before you get murked, bring invincibility out and then just start killing quickly. Ooh. And they smash before I can. Alright, let's target the main guy. And then we'll give him the fun move. Hey you, die! Wha-bam! Oh geez, he actually brought me low. And unfortunately, Tyon and Uni are busy right now, so I'll just have to sit here for a bit, unless I want to switch on to Mio or something. I suppose I could, but you know what? There's only one target left. I don't think there's any significant danger to us right now. Oh yeah, I changed up the moves a little bit on what people have on Interlink. Actually, it might be worth changing up what everybody has access to just so that Tyon and Uni are the only healers. Especially for cases where we have people like Ashira on board. Mine. Boom! But this can't be right! My glorious plan was supposed to be flawless! You'd call devising an underhanded trap glorious? Suppose you never learned of irony. I guess you also never learned that the quickest way to deal with a surprise trap is to brute force your way out of it. This is inconceivable. How did I, a far more intellectually capable being, lose to you meatheads? Ahaha! Let's see what you say about us meatheads after I'm done ripping all the limbs off your body, eh? No! You're that girl from the Atari squad. You're just as, no, more atrocious than the rumors claimed. If I were you, I'd surrender now. Well, you've still got a limb to surrender with. Welp. Another one down. I'm assuming 4th floor? Yep. The main chamber, huh? Alright. Now that I think of it, doesn't Melia usually hang out around here? I'm trying to remember where she hangs out normally. Whatever the case may be. Maybe I should have brought Melia for this quest. Ah! Are you the reinforcements? Yes, the captain of the guard requested that we come. We'll be taking over now. I see. I hope you understand if we withdraw for now. The guy you're about to meet... well, he doesn't go easy on us just because we're Kavesi. You be careful too. Well, well, well. If I ain't gone completely loony, I think I see a very warm and familiar face. I figured you'd be involved somehow, Balroy. Hey, do those two know each other or something? Oh, they can't seem to get rid of each other. Though, I'll be honest, it's more of a one-sided thing. But I've gotta say, you're really not the luckiest snuffer, are you? You must have been begged to come here by that pathetic coward of a guard captain, tears pouring down her eyes and all. But enough of all that. Why don't you join my squad? I'd love nothing more than to kill some snuffers with you again. You seem to be salivating at the thought of it. Ahaha! Well, of course I am. Kill or be killed. That's what it's all about for us soldiers. The Queen being a fake? Peace with Agnes? Don't care about any of that. You could be Kavesi, Agni, and whoever. Don't matter to me. All that matters to me is killing. You get it, don't you, Zor? Why you ain't in the guard no more, eh? Don't you? You appall me. I'm sorry. What you say there? Couldn't hear you too well, old chum. I have nothing more to say to a blustering piece of scum like you. Blustering, you say? And what's that supposed to mean? I said I have nothing more to say to you, scum. Let's get on with it already. Ooh, just what I wanted to hear. Well then, let's get down to business. Once I have your head, I'll do you the honor of returning it to your precious captain of the guard. Well, aren't you a charmer? Let's just see you try and take my head, shall we? Yeah, that's not gonna go so well for you. I have the power of screw you, large giant sword murder all. So, ready to die. Actually, KO wounded. Maybe that's making the difference. It's amazing how fast that comes up when you've got AoE on your Holy what? Huh? What? What's gotten into you, Balroy? Your overfists are shaking like mad. Perhaps you're remembering that time I almost beat you to death and now fear's overtaking you? What was that? Are you saying I'm scared? Are you saying me, Overfist Balroy, is scared of you? Like snuff I am! You don't have half love to waffle on, don't you? You're a dead man, Zor! You're a dead man! Yeah. Wait, don't tell me you're doing round 2. What? You doing a round 2 on me? What? Huh. An actual round 2. Unfortunately for you, I still have screw you because... Oh, Jesus. Screw you indeed, apparently. I got off one good hit. To be fair, it was a glorious hit. Did you see how quickly we shredded them? Just how? Freaking how? Almost there. Although after this, I had planned on getting through every side quest today. If I'm willing to throw a little bit more, well, if I'm willing to throw another hour and a half at it, that's probably doable. Is it worth doing? Ah, snuff it all. You still ain't nothing but a snuff spark, Zor. And you're nothing but instinct, Balroy. It takes a whole lot more than that to beat me. Oh, come off it. We're one and the same. We both know that much. You're but a slave to the thrill of the fight. You can't even begin to comprehend why it is that people actually fight. We fight to better ourselves into something more till we can give no more, no matter how futile we think it may be. Aren't you gonna finish me off? That's for her to decide, not me. Though it's not like I'd give you an honorable... Not like I'd give an honorable death to a fool like you anyhow. And pretty much what I expected. We're done here. Let's move. Sure, but are you just gonna leave him like that? Leave him as he is. A miserable wretch like that is of no interest to me. If you're sure... I mean, if you've weakened him enough to where the others can come along and just go... Well, just bring him down easily enough. I suppose there is a logic to it, but... You okay there, Noah? That's probably still from Lucky 7 shenanigans, to be fair. Now that that's done... Probably faster to spawn in here. And more accurate to the circumstance. Okay, there it goes. Okay. And that's everything dealt with, Captain. Yeah, we just got done putting the surrenders into custody. You've gone soft. Kill off a turncoat and you can kill off any little worries about them doing it again. Peace of mind. I'm captain of the guard here. I get to decide what becomes of them. Ha! Well, the weak, indecisive soldier speaks like she's all grown up now. I've had to endure more than my fair share of tough situations, you know. Ever since you left all that time ago. Good, and keep on maturing and growing. You wouldn't want your subordinates to make a mockery of you now, would you? My job here is done. I'll be returning to Colony 11. Hold up, Zoran. Come back to the guards. We need your like more now than ever. And besides, by rights, you should be captain of the guard. Just as I was starting to think you had matured a little, it turns out you're still the same person I remember from long ago. However, that should mean you already know what my answer is going to be. Isn't that right, Sig? The next theater of operations you have for me, it better be something with a bit of bite to it, okay? A challenge that I can throw everything I have and more into. You got that? Alrighty then. Well, we're not allowed to comment on that after it's done?
I see some relations have changed.
Alrighty then.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Alrighty. Ooh, hang on. That's just close relations to Colony 11, right? Yeah. Alright, so that mostly affected affinity for Colony 11. Okay then. Do I want to keep going now, or do I want to wrap up here? Let's see. Going for 2.5 hours. In theory, there should be no other distractions arising that would drag us away when we jump back into this next week. Well, let's see. Let me just... Well, I guess to close things out, I may as well give a sense for what all remains real quick. So, at this point, there's not too much left to worry about outside of just those side quests and the challenge battles. So we ended up having more to worry about with respect to other extemporaneous things than I expected. And as a result of that, we aren't getting as far with side quests as I expected as well. So I guess then, to give a sense for what all is left, we've got the 3 side quests that we know about, which I don't see there being any others cropping up. But, oops. Alright, let me clear that up. So, how much is left, explicitly?
Fight hard! Get strong! Win valuable prizes!
Alright, so we've got a decent number still to whittle away at. So the 4 divas and Men of the Sea haven't been seen to... I thought I had dealt with 4 divas in easy mode. I'll have to use that as my experiment point. So, Given that, so we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So given that... It might not be the worst idea, actually, to stagger things more than I had planned. Yeah, I think we'll call it here, actually. So, most likely, we'll want to do a bit of experimentation with the challenge battles depending on how difficult they prove to be. Especially if I am insistent on trying to get to S rank on all of them. Alright then, so we've got 3 side quests left, so in theory we knock that out first hour and a half of the next stream. And then with whatever time's left, we wrap up what we can in normal mode. Gives me a bit of time next week, potentially, to find an idea as to how to knock those over. So, yeah, that should work. Okay.
It's good to keep a record.
I guess I'm getting more time for all this than I expected. So, logistics then. The plan as of right now is... Let's see. The plan as of right now is that it'll likely take, by the looks of it, it's going to take a couple more streams before everything is sorted with respect to Xenoblade 3. And apart from that, there's a couple things I need to take care of offline, though it looks like I've got a decent amount of flexibility with respect to that. So, what's left is going to be, well, I keep saying 2 or 3 streams, and I guess that's going to keep permanently being accurate. So 3 side quests left and 7 challenge battles that need to be beaten on hard mode, plus 2 of those that'll need to be repeated on normal to try and get a sense for what to throw at them. So that in mind, let me think. I think I can knock that out in 2. So I'd be surprised if I couldn't, let's put it that way. So we'll have that to look forward to. And then once that's done, on the Fridays following that, I'll have first a compilation of my attempts getting through the Archsage Gauntlet on the Pro Hard version. And then following that will be concluding thoughts, which will mostly be ramble, one part that was scripted, but otherwise should be relatively straightforward to just get the game sorted. And then on those weeks that we've got the pre-recorded stuff, I'll upload that on Friday and have the Saturdays dedicated to something else. First to a React stream, and then the second one, I guess I can start off the next game I have in mind. So that should work out well enough. So that's all that really needs to be said about that. Let's see. Yeah, looks like that'll do. Alrighty. So I guess we'll go ahead and call it here. So thank you all for stopping by. I hope this was entertaining for you, even as I'm dealing with all sorts of silliness with respect to this game. So hopefully the last 3 side quests end up being interesting. Till then, thank you all for